As there's no video this week, but there is a video this week, I thought I would share my thoughts on a graphic novel I read, and I've been meaning to read it for ages, and I got my hands on it ages ago, but I just never got around to reading it, and I've just read it, and it is Saga, the first volume, and it was freaking awesome, not gonna lie. Um, well, how can I describe it? It's a romantic sci-fi fantasy action story. Yeah, and it's not one of those like, oh, I love you sort of things. It's a proper, like, legit. You could actually believe these people existed uh and have real personalities, not like those really forced ones that you see in films and, dare I say it, romantic novels where they're Mr. Perfect, or one's Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect, and the other's like a wreck, and they gotta fix them, or they're both ideal for each other, and society says no, 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 no. That's nothing like that. It's set in space. So it's like a space, the sci-fi bit. And it follows for newlyweds, I guess you could say, called Alana. Is it Alana? Oh, let me check. I got my notes. Yeah. Called Alana or Alana. I don't know. I dyslexic. Remember? Who's the wife, and Marco, who's the husband, and every time I read Marco, I kept saying Polo at the end of it because Marco Polo, motherfucker. And they have a daughter, and he named her Hazel, and they basically have to get her to a safe haven because these two aren't meant to. Because it's kind of like Romeo and Juliet, to be fair. Now, the more I think about it, it's like her species and his species are two different species. They fall in love, but the two species are at war with each other, and so bounty goes on for their arrest because it's would it be a felony? I'm not sure. A felony, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about crime. I'm a good boy. And then they they have a daughter called Hazel, and they meet a ghost called Isabel, who's like kind of chopped up from the waist up. So she's a kid. She's like about 15 years old, I guess. 15, 16. And they bond, like Hazel and her bond, and it makes more sense when you read it. I don't want to sort of go into major spoilers. And yeah, they basically just get hunted down, and they gotta just try and get the daughter to a safe haven and save, and find a peaceful place to settle down and stuff, which is quite hard when the whole galaxy is at war and they get threatened every step they take. What else can I say about it? It was I was really I've ordered the second one now, so it's in the post. But I'm I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I deeply enjoyed it. I like the lion cat. The lion. I said lion. Lion cat. It's not a significant character. It's this guy's cat, who, when you lie, he just says they're lying, and if he's telling truth, says it like truth. Lying. So it'd be like I had breakfast this morning, and the cat would go lying. It's and that's such a simple idea, but it's so cool, which I never actually thought of. When I saw, I was like, "Oh, great, a talking cat." What? And I was like, "Wait, it can only say lying or truth, and he can tell when someone's lying and tell them the truth." Like, shit, that's pretty awesome, actually. Uh, the planets are actually really cool as well. Like, I'm gonna have to reread it. Like I think they go up to 2 to 3 different planets in the first volume, which is the first 6 chapters. Sorry. gassy. Um, oh, and I like what this critic says. It's if Star Wars meets a Game of Thrones, and that is that I could have just summed that up right there, and I deeply agree with that comment. And I've just started watching Game of Thrones. Yeah, so I will review first series probably now. So yeah, bye bye.